Now, team normally have members with complementary skills and generate synergy through a coordinated effort, which allows each member to maximize their strength and minimize their weakness. Now, what makes you a good team lead is your ability to use everybody or to work with everybody in your team. Okay, now people have their strength, people have their weakness. Okay, now you don't need to overflow some people's strengths and then of course celebrate people's weakness. No, you are, as a team leader, if you learn how to manage each person's strength and each person's weakness and be able to put everybody into bringing out the best in them at that particular time. Okay, now the acronym team is defined as together everyone achieves more. Okay, a team, as you work as a team, you have the capacity to achieve more because you will leverage on time, you will leverage on energy, and of course you will leverage on money. Now Rockefeller said that I rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Now that is the way the high and mighty think. They think on how they can leverage from a whole lot of people at the same time. So as a team, you need to leverage upon each other's strength and be able to cover up each other's weakness. Very important. Now, if you don't understand leverage, you are going to work too hard. If you don't learn how to leverage, you're going to, if you feel you alone can achieve that much. No, you can only achieve a little, but with the power of leverage, of working with other people, you'll be able to achieve more. Now, how to build a formidable team? Okay, to build a formidable team, first of all, to build a tall building, you need to dig a deep foundation. What do I mean by that? Now, the strength of your team, the might of your team will solely be dependent on the capacity of the team leader. Okay, you as a team leader, you must have the capacity to carry the kind of team you want. For example, you want to build a team that will take over the whole country, but your capacity can barely take over a local government. No, that cannot happen. You need to work on yourself. You need to develop yourself, develop your capacity to bring you up at peace, at par, so that you'll be able to, carry or build a team that can take over the country. So you need to work on yourself. You need to do a lot of self-development. You need to do a lot of research. You need to do a lot of training. You need to do a lot of building of your capacity so you'll be able to manage the size of the team you want. Okay, for example, in the construction industry, you wouldn't want to, with a foundation of a bungalow, you can't do a duplex or a skyscraper with a foundation of a bungalow. So what do I mean? Your capacity is just a local government. You can't be given a state, let alone give you a country. So work on your capacity. You are the most important when it comes to that. The size of your team or the strength of your team or the success of your team is solely dependent on the capacity that you, the team leader, has at that point. Okay, now your background and circumstances may have influenced who you are today, but you are responsible for who you become, according to Darren Hardy. Okay, of course you can blame the government, you can blame the society as much as you want for what you are going through today. Okay, that is good, but what you will go through in the next 1 year, in the next 6 years, maybe in the next 10-20 years of your life, you can't blame anybody. You alone will be held responsible for whatever or wherever you find yourself tomorrow. Now, this is according to Darren Hardy. Now, here we also know that life does not get better by chance. Like some of us think it's about chance. It will happen to you by... Nothing happens to you by chance. Life only gets better by change. The day you take the decision that you want to change, the day you take the decision that you want to become a better person, that is when life begins to transform for you. So you need to work on yourself. Now, 3 ideas that will change your life and business. Okay, pay attention to this. These 3 major ideas will change your life and business. Number 1, according to Jim Rohn, he said, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. Okay, just note that nothing will change around you until you change and until you get better. Okay, 2, success isn't something you pursue, but rather is something you attract by the person you become. Jim Rohn again. No matter how much you would want to become successful, you chase after success, you pursue success everywhere you get to, nothing will get better. You don't catch success by pursuing after success. You attract success by who you become. You attract success by the value you place upon yourself. Along one of this training, I'm going to be working on value, creating the right value for you. Okay, improving your value. Now, the value you place upon yourself, or the value you acquire, is what attracts you to the level of success that you have today. Okay, I need you to know that. Now, the last idea is that formal education will make you a living, but formal education will make you a living and you will get a paycheck. Okay, but self-education will make you a fortune, according to Jim Rohn again. Of course, you go to school, you get a certificate, you get a job, and you get a certain amount, okay, every month for that job. But for you to get to the level of building fortune, becoming financially free, you must do a lot of self-education. You must do research. You must do a lot of self-development to make you better and to move you to the next level you need to go. Now, like we all know, one of the misconceptions we have about our profession or about our business. Some of us think it's about buying and selling. Let me buy product and let me sell. Let me register and make money. Let me register, and from registration, you move and make money and all of that. Okay? Not knowing that this is a profession. And in every profession, there are skills involved, major skills involved. For you to be, what differentiates a good professional from a bad professional is the ability to use the skills. The understanding of the skills and the implementation of the skills is what makes the difference. Now, in our profession, for you to become super successful, for you to build a massive and effective team, you must decide to go pro. What do I mean by that? You must decide to understand the skills and then know how to apply these skills and to get your required result. Now, what are we talking about? What skills are we talking about here? Okay, what skills are we talking about? It's either you go pro, grow up and get rich, or you go home and broke. Go pro, grow up and get rich, or you go home and broke. So you can't go that far if you don't have the right skills to apply to give you your desired results. So what are the skills we are talking about? Number 1 is finding prospect. 2, inviting prospect. 3, presentation. 4, close down. 5, follow up. 6, organizing event. And then lastly, getting new success line properly started. Okay? Getting new success line properly started. Now, these are tools. These are skills you must master. Now, along the line, we'll be dealing with these skills and we'll get to understand them better, okay? I'll be running a few training on these skills now, okay? Now, domesticating it to our own business, okay? This is a general skill when it comes to network marketing, but we need to streamline it to the La Buena Vida business and how you can apply these skills, combining it with our system. Okay, combining it with our system. Now let's look at our system. Let's look a little bit on our system. What is the system we're talking about? Now, our systems, okay, that is what makes the difference between us and other multi-level marketing business. Now, we don't do things in normal traditional ways other people do, okay? We have found a way to industrialize and regionalize what we call the traditional network marketing, okay? And it has become like doing a normal institutionalized job using our system. Okay, what is this system we're talking about? There are several of them, but I'll be sharing a few of them. Number 1 I will share here today is what we call the survey, or what we generally know as questionnaire. Okay, how you use this to connect to people. And this mostly will work for cold market. Okay, this will help you assess and reach your cold market. Well, in subsequent training, I'll be doing a breakdown on this questionnaire, on how to give them out professionally and get 75 to 85% result through the questionnaire. Okay, so the survey is one of them. Now the second one is also what we call as the online survey or online prospecting. Now this is where you use online tools like Facebook, social media tools. You use Instagram, you use your Facebook, you use your YouTube channel like this to reach out to people and prospect them without you talking to people. And this also would work with your cold market effectively. Then you also have what we call the contact recommendation. Now this is one that is very popular today. Okay, everybody is using contact recommendation. Now this will help you with your warm market and semi-warm market. Okay, where you can reach out to your colleagues, you can reach out to your family members, you can reach out to people around you, people that are close to you. Now, I will do a further breakdown on these tools, on this system as we move on. But let me just mention them there for today, for the sake of today's training. Then you have what we call the home launch. Okay, this is strictly for one market. These are family members, these are uncles, these are neighbors, people you see almost every now and then. Okay, you find a way to reach out to them. The home launch. People easily believe you when you invite them to your home already. Now, I have done a training on this home launch and how it works super effective. Now, for those of you yet to subscribe to this channel, all you simply need to do is to subscribe to the channel, and then you go just search out on my channel the magic of home launch. There I further broke it down on how you can use home launch effectively to achieve maximum results in your La Buena Vida business. Okay, then you have postcards. You have postcards, flyers that you give. Now the good thing is this: we don't share these flyers as if you're sharing normal church tract or normal event tract. We have scripts. Okay, we have scripts. As we go on, I'll be sharing some of these scripts and how you can use this script to achieve your basic result. Now, the best leadership principle ever discovered is still monkey sees, monkey do. It's a business of duplication. As a team leader, whatever you do is what your teammates would do. Okay, where you have your strength is where they will concentrate to build their strength. So you need to lead them aright on the proper thing and the best thing they can do to get their desired result. Okay, now we'll be looking at the 5 pillars of team building. Okay, 5 pillars of team building. Let's move on. Now, 5 pillars of team building. Number 1 is that you must be humble. As a team leader, to build an effective team, you must be humble. People should be able to approach you to talk, no matter how much you have earned, no matter what you have achieved in the business. For you to have an effective team that will work with you effectively, you must have humility in you so that people can easily reach you. Okay, you need your team to succeed. They also need you to succeed. So you must be accessible. 2, you must be passionate. You must be passionate. You must be passionate about the business. Your passion must be contagious by your teammates. Okay, they must know that you believe in what you're saying. They must know that you trust your company. They must know that you have 100% faith in the company and in the system you have introduced them to. So you must be passionate, and the passion must be visible. They have to see through you to see how passionate you are. And like what I will always say when it comes to passion, that you don't just buy passion, you don't just stumble into passion. What do? You build passion. Okay, you build passion. And how do you build passion? First of all, you need to work on your belief system. You cannot be passionate on a subject matter that you don't believe in. Need to work on your belief system, okay? And you will not have a strong belief system when you don't have the right education, when you don't have the right knowledge about that belief system. So you need to have the right knowledge, okay? You need to acquire the right knowledge about the subject matter. It's when you have a sound knowledge that your belief system will become sound, and then that will now make you more passionate. So that's why you need to spend time on self-development, spend time on research, spend time on building yourself so that your belief system will be sound. And that way, you will become highly passionate. That is as much that your teammate can actually feel and touch. Number 3, unity. Okay, you must learn factors that will unify your team. You don't scatter your team. You don't form cliques. You don't form favorites amongst your teammates and expect the team to work together. You must always bring out concepts that will unify the team at all time. Then of course, number 4, servanthood. You must learn to serve. Okay, you lead by serving. You lead by serving. Okay, you must bring yourself to that level where you will serve, make sacrifice, and serve your team effectively for you to carry them along with you. Then 5, you must be thankful. Learn to show gratitude. When you give assignments or you delegate assignments to teammates and they do them, okay, you must say, hey, bros, you did well. Great job. Thank you. You know, it has a lot to do to motivate their spirit to want to do more. So the 5 things you must consider, the 5 pillars you must consider to build an effective team. Number 1 is humility, which must come from you. 2, you must be passionate. They must feel the business or feel the thing they are doing through you. Then of course, you must always look for mediums of unifying your teammate. That's 3. Then 4, servanthood. You must learn to serve. You lead by serving, okay? Not the other way around. You lead by serving. You lead by making sacrifice. You lead by denying yourself certain luxury so that you can build an effective team. Then 5, you must learn to be thankful. You must learn to be grateful to your team, okay? And words like this should not elude you, okay? Use words like, you can't do it. Let it be part of your vocabulary all the time. You can't do it. When your teammate is looking down and say, this thing, no, you encourage them by using the word like, you can do it. And people want to know that people believe in them. People don't believe in themselves that much anymore these days. They want to know that people still believe in them. They want to know that people still trust them. That people still expect them to be good. Oh, yes, of course, now nothing there. You can do it. You have the capacity. You can do it. And that is motivational. Okay? That's the ultimate word you should learn how to use. Okay, now we'll go into the psychology of team building. Okay, the psychology of team building, I will mention them, then I'll come back to explain them. Okay, you have develop your recruiting skills. You must know how to recruit, learn how to work together, learn how to communicate, learn communication, presentation, and how to share testimonies. Then learn to differentiate when someone deserves versus when you determine. Okay, deserve versus determine. Then your skill determines your future. Okay, your skill determines your future. Then live a good life. Okay, now let me explain all of this. Psychology of team building. Let me take the first one. The first one is develop your recruiting skills. Develop your recruiting skills. Now learn how to introduce your business opportunity to new persons. You must learn how to introduce it. Okay, you must know what to say at all time and then learn how to introduce it. Now learn how to give good invitation. You must master the skill of giving good invitation. Okay, now 3, you must learn how to give a good presentation. You must learn it. Remember, what we're doing here is a profession, and you must acquire the right skills to make you a good professional. Then learn how to follow up properly. Because the life wire of this business is recruiting new members into the team. The life wire of your business is how many new persons you can recruit into your team every month, every 2 months, every year, and all of that. So you must master the skills that will help you achieve that. Okay, let me take that again. Learn how to introduce your business opportunity to new people. Learn how to give a good presentation. Learn how to give a good presentation. Learn how to give good invitation. Then learn how to follow up properly. That's the first psychology. Now, the secret to wealth and fortune, is that you find a way to serve many. Okay, pay attention to this. The secret to wealth and fortune is the following. Find a way to serve many. For service to many leads to greatness. Let me take that again. Find a way to serve many. For service to many leads to greatness. Now, John Kennedy said, don't ask what the country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Okay? It's not all the what you can take all the time. What about what you can give back? Okay? What about what you can give? How do you serve? What you can give back to your country? Okay? Now, Zig Ziglar said here that if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. Okay? If you can help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. And that's one of the unique things in our business. The only way you can succeed in this business is how many people you have actually helped to get what they want. Okay? Because your success in this business is tied to the success of your teammates. So you need to do all it takes to make sure that your teammates are succeeding, so that you also can succeed. Okay? Now, pay attention to this. If 2 or 3 agrees on a common purpose, nothing is impossible. Okay? That you should know. And that should be the slogan of your team. That should be the philosophy of your team. That whatever we put our hands to do, of course, we will make it happen. If 2 or 3 agrees on a common purpose, nothing is impossible. So let there be that agreement all the time with your teammates. Okay, so you can work together as much as possible. So you can carry them along as much as possible. Now, the best challenge in the world is let's go do this. Okay, the best challenge anyone can challenge, or you can challenge your team, is let's go do this. Believe so much in your concept and then work together to make sure that you hit this target. Okay, we'll look at communication. Communication, presentation, and testimonials as you build the team, as one of the philosophy of building a team. Now, organize meetings. Learn to organize meetings. Okay, identification, logical reasonings. Okay, attack and confess. Learn how to accept people with words. Learn how to affect people with words. As a team leader, now one of the things that makes one an effective team leader and make the other not is the use of word. You can build your team with your spoken word, and you can also tear down your team into pieces with your spoken words. So be careful of what words come out of your mouth at all the time. Learn to choose your word, okay? And let the word that will always come out of your mouth be word that will be encouraging, will be word that will chastise your teammates in love and all of that. Don't tear down your team with your spoken word, okay? Learn how to do a good presentation. Learn how to do a good presentation. You must master the presentation. The more you do a better presentation, the more your team will grow. Okay? Teach and train your teammates. Teach, build people, build your teammates. If you are the only messing man in your team, then that team will eventually suffer kwachoko and eventually will die. So learn how to build strong teammates that will understand the secret and understand what it takes to build an effective team. Okay? Now the secret is to do things again and again. When you give a teammate an obligation and the person did not do it well, you allow them do it again. If they present once and they did not do it well, you allow them present again. If they go to share questionnaire and they messed it up that first day, you allow them do it again. They do it again is a powerful tool to help you build an effective team. Okay, inspire your teammates by your testimonials, okay, or the testimonials of others. Okay, at times it could be very frustrating that you are in a team and you're not hearing any good news from any angle. Okay, all we're doing is to walk. We're not hearing of anybody buying a new car. We're not hearing of anybody building a new house. You're not hearing of anybody going on all expensive paid vacation and all of that. That can be discouraging. But if your teammates, if you share your own testimonies of what you have been able to achieve or the testimonies of others, now they begin to see, some people begin to imagine that one day, if this could happen to this person, it can also happen to me. So don't hoard good news. Share good news in your group, in your chat group, okay? When you can copy it from another group and paste in your group. It's all part of the business. It's help encourage your teammate at all time, okay? Now, the word deserve versus determine. When do you use it? Deserve, who deserves your time, or what determines the time you give to people? Okay, do compare it to deserve versus determine. Work with people who deserve it, not people who need it. Unfortunately, that is the fact. That is the fact. No matter how much your business is not doing well, okay, see, you give attention to teammates that have been committed ab initio. No matter how well those ones that are committed are doing, and the ones that are not committed are not doing well, your time, the people that deserve your time are those that are committed to the growth of the team, not the ones that deserve it, that are not showing up when it comes to anything that has to do with the team. Unfortunately, that is the fact. That is the fact. So you put your energy on those that are with you, working on the business, working on their business. They're always, the team is doing one thing or the other. They are showing up. There is an activity for the team. They are showing up all the time. Those are those are the people that deserve your energy, not the people that are at home and they are waiting for the day the business will pay them. They are waiting for the day they will make so much money before they become committed. Such people don't deserve your time. Okay? Now, teach people how to deserve your time, your attention, and your cause. You need to teach your teammates and let them know that your attention, okay, those that deserve, those you will give your time, are the people that are with you on the field, working together, showing up for every team activity. Not when you're at home and suddenly you have a need and you now remember that you have a team somewhere and let me go there. Such people don't deserve your time. They don't. So give your time to those that have put their energy in working their business with you as they build their team. Now, learn how to work by group more than individual. Okay? Learn how to work by group more than individuals. Why? 80% of people will do 20% of the business. Okay? Pay attention on building a group, building a team, okay, rather than picking on individuals, because eventually it's just 80% that will do the work of the business, that will do the work of 20% of the business. So you don't expect everybody. So learn how to manage and to work with a team. Okay, now you can help 1,000, but you cannot carry 3 on your back. Okay, you can help 1,000, but you cannot carry 3 on your back. You can set up a program to help so many people, but you can't carry more than one person at your back at the same time. Okay, but you can set up a strategy to help 1,000 people at the same time, but picking one by one becomes very difficult, and you cannot do that. Okay, so learn how to get people off your back so that you can have the energy to work with the group or work with the team. Now, don't expect a pear tree to bear apple fruits. Okay, you cannot change people, but you can change themselves, or they can change themselves. You cannot change people, but people can change themselves. All you need is just to show them the way. If you want to change everybody that comes your way, you will eventually get frustrated. Just lay down the right principle for them and then allow them to follow the principle. Okay, you can guide them towards it, but let it be that they are the one that will follow the principle themselves. Now, the philosophy, one of the philosophy of setting up a formidable team is also that your skill will determine your future. Your skill will determine your future. Your skills will determine your future. So you need to work on your skills. Mind you, this is a profession. And what makes difference between a strong professional and a weak professional is the application of skills. Okay? Your skills will determine your future. Now, it's not money that buys your future, it's your skill. Okay? It's not money. And that's why when you're building a team at the elementary stage, let's de-emphasize the attention on making money, but rather let's put our emphasis on how to develop the skill. Because putting emphasis on making, the money will eventually come, but when it comes, you won't be able to manage it. And when you can't manage it, you can't grow it. And when you can't grow it, you will not leave a particular level for a very long time. But when you acquire the right skills, as the money is coming, you now know how to build. You know how to plow back. You know how to change your level to the other, because every day your skill level will be improving and you'll be getting better in the process. Now, if you have money with no skills, you are poor. Money with no skills, it's just a matter of time, the money will fade away. Okay? Now, money and no ambition, where are you? Money and no ambition, where are you? As you have money, you must have ambition on what to achieve eventually. And let it not just be about you. You should be able to carry your teammates. You should be able to have developed a few persons in your team that can also say and live the kind of life you are living as a team lead. Now, another philosophy you need to know about building the team is live a good life. You as a team leader, you need to live a good life. Okay? You need to live a good life. Now, the greatest value in life is not your bank account, cars, home, but rather what? Your good life. You as a team leader, they should not be seen as somebody that is not living a good life. So you must live a good life. Live a life of productivity, mingle with good friends, life full of spirituality, and don't miss anything. You must have a good spiritual background. Okay, you must have a good relationship with your God. Let's be seen as a good person at all costs. Okay, if you live well, you will end well. Your teammates should not be seeing you in beer parlors every now and then, falling inside gutter every time because you're drunk. Nobody wants to associate you with a team leader that behaves like that. Okay, and your teammates should not see you in certain places at certain odd time. Okay, because they will not want to associate with you after that. So you must learn to live a good life. Okay, now ask for God's help all the time. Of course, we are human beings and we have our weaknesses. Okay, by strength shall no man prevail. Okay, it's not by power, neither is it by might, but of course by the Spirit of God. So you need to ask for God's help at all time so you can live a good life. Okay, now we have a chance as a human being to participate in human nature by giving true values to people. okay, through the La Buena Vida campaign. Okay, now critical question is this: what if I, what if we, okay, what if I do this, or what if we do this? That you should always learn how to ask and when to ask. Okay, it's not about you anymore. Okay, it's not about you. There's a purpose you are in this business in the first place. Okay, this is a business of people. Okay, business of people, business of helping people at all times. So let it not be that your critical question all the time will be, what if I? It's not about you. It should be more of, what if we? What if we go there together? What if we achieve this together? As a team leader, it is not you anymore. It's your team that is most important. Okay? And as long as you make that sacrifice to build a resounding team, you must be willing to let go of the I factor and discuss more of the we factor. Okay? As long as you have this going on, of course you have a formidable team. Now, mind you, your success in this business is solely determined by the strength of your team. Okay? Rather than concentrate on making so much money at this initial time, okay, if you don't have a formidable team, whatever money you're building will not last. Okay? Now, and like I said during the course of this training, the strength of your team and the size of your team is determined by the foundation of that team. And the foundation of that team is you, the team leader. Okay? The more skill you have, the most energy you have, that will determine how large or how small your team will be. So work on yourself. Your team is not doing well. Stop complaining. Go back to yourself and check out on your skill set. Are you prospecting well? Are you presenting well? Are you starting your new distributors well? Are you doing your follow-up well? What is your personal relationship with people? Work on yourself. If you properly research, the finger of blame is actually pointing at you, not at your teammate. Okay? So work on yourself very well so that you can master the skill. Stop complaining about your environment. The economy is not working the way you want, and there's no money in the society, and this, that, people are not getting paid, people don't have money to do the business, and you're complaining about the external factor. Meanwhile, these same external factors have been there since time immemorial. All you need to work on is yourself. Find ways of improving yourself. And once you can get a hold of the best of you, okay, everything around you will change for the better. Okay, like I said, there's so much we can talk about together on this channel. So for those of you that have not subscribed, okay, kindly do so. Then share with your teammates. Yeah, I intend to be bringing out stuff like this, trainings like this, that you can share with your teammates so that all of you will be on the same page. Okay, I'll be calling it quit for here for now, and we'll be meeting again in the next video. Go there, click on the subscribe button if you've not done so, like the video, okay, share with others, and we'll see you in the next video. Do have a lovely day, everybody. Cheers.